Hey everybody, this is Sue Craig, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States, and today I want to show you how to make a gatefold card with something extra added. Here's our card, and here's the inside. Let me show you how to make this. We're going to need large oval punch, and this is in Pool Party. I used white scrap paper and punched out 2 daisies. I also used a 1/2-inch circle to punch out Bumblebee for the center of the flower. I used Flower and Field Designer Series paper, and these pieces are 1 3/8 by 3 7/8. Next, I used Bumblebee. There are 3 of these, and these are 1 5/8 by 4 inches. For the inside, I'm using a piece of white cardstock, basic white, and it is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And for our card base, we have a 5 1/2 long by 8 1/2 wide. We're going to score at 2/8 and 6 3/8. Now I found it easier just to score at 2 1/8 on each side. So let's get started with our card. The first thing we're going to do is put our panels out and then attach the designer paper to these panels. Today I'm going to be using our mono liquid glue, but you can use whatever your favorite adhesive is. Like you've seen before, I take opposite corners to put the paper down. Again, opposite corners. I love that glue allows you to move it just a little bit if you need to. I also find that by holding the paper when you glue, it's easier to attach. You don't have to worry about trying to pick it up and not getting glue on your hands. There we go. The next thing we're going to do is add these to the card. And let me show you that the top and the bottom pieces are attached to the right panel. The center panel is going to the left. So let's move our card base piece in, and we're going to use our bone folder to burnish that. And we're going to give a little border here at the top and the sides. And in order to figure out how much glue and where you're going to put it, I turn my paper over, and I know I'm not holding it this time, but I have this whole section here. So I'm going to turn this over now, and I'm going to add it to the top of my card. I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom piece. I'm going to flip it over, and I can see where to put the glue. And I'm going to attach this to the bottom. The center one now, we can close this, and we'll do the same thing. We're going to make sure we have this lined up. We'll turn this over. And I'm looking at the space between these two here. And I'm leaving a little bit here on the edge. Okay. Now we have our 3 panels. You can see how easy this goes together. We're going to put our daisy together. And I find it easiest to line my first daisy up so that I have a 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock section. And I put glue on the section that's down already so I don't get glue on my hands positioning it. I take the second piece, line it up, and then just turn it a little bit. And if your centers are lined up, this should easily go on top and cover everything. Now we're going to let that dry, and we're going to put our sentiment down here on the bottom panel. We're going to center it. So we'll add some adhesive to that and center it at the bottom. I've already added this stamp to it. And this is from the stamp set, Hello Dear Friend. It's a complete kit. Next we're going to take our daisy. We're going to add our adhesive. If you want to put dimensionals on it, you can do that. And I'm trying to keep it here to the left, to the right, so that it won't interfere with the opening and closing of this card. So we have the front finished. We just need to open this and add our inside piece. And I stamped this one beforehand as well. This set has a really pretty little flower in it, so I added that to the bottom of our card. Isn't that pretty? So there's the inside, and there's our card. Well, I hope you liked it. Hope you give it a try, and thanks for watching.